KTN News Center. Now, this morning, as schools reopened for first time, Nakuru Town West constituency parents whose children had missed out on bursaries have congregated in Kaptembo with the hopes that area Member of Parliament Samuel Arama would help them out. Now, several parents queried the criteria used in the allocation process. And our reporter Alan Ochanda joins us live with an update. Alan Ochanda, good morning. It is such a distressing moment for parents. Talk to us about the distribution of the CDF funds, the process specifically.
Well, good morning to you, Brenda. Indeed, this is Kaptembo area in Nakuru Town West, where the Member of Parliament here, Honorable Samuel Arama, has had visitors here. Of course, his constituents who are here, of course, in their hundreds to just see as to how. Remember that these are the first week of the opening of term 1 of 2020, and so parents are actually just rushing to ensure that their children who are pupils and just students in the various primary and high school and other secondary schools countrywide just go back to school comfortably, just paying their school fees. But remember that those who are coming from disadvantaged backgrounds are now seeking or now resorting to just request for these bursaries that have been provided by the Constituency Development Fund Kitty, where they're actually in domicile within the jurisdiction of the members of parliament. So here, being a constituency within a town setup, they have come up with a criteria where every constituent who is just seeking to benefit from this CDF kitty must provide a voter's card or else must prove beyond reasonable doubt that he or she is a voter in this constituency. So just without much ado, we just engage the area Member of Parliament Samuel Arama to just shed light on how the criteria has worked here, because remember that unlike in the rural areas where members of parliament may know each and every constituent who is supposed to benefit from the kitty, here in the town setup, it's the Member of Parliament who is supposed to now authenticate his real voters who are supposed to be benefiting and not strangers from other constituencies. And so thanks so much, Mheshimiwa, for joining us on KTN Live. Maybe just tell us what the initiative here is all about and the criteria, because some parents have been claiming that some strangers have been coming from neighboring constituencies and just benefiting from the kitty at their expense.
Thank you so much. I don't think there's any parent, first of all, who has complained that there are anybody coming outside the constituents to get, because the criteria is very, very, very simple. That you must produce a voter's card. If you don't have a voter's card, you get a letter from my office. You take it to IPC. We have an arrangement with the IPC, such that if I want to know where you voted and you don't have the voter's card, what you need to do is to get a letter from my office. You go to IPC. IPC will endorse and say you are a voter in Nakuru Town West. And in the process, we were able to get several applicants who are not qualifying. In the first place, when you are coming to pick the form, you must produce a voter's card. If you don't have, you go and get the letter. Then you must produce your ID card. And those are the criteria which you are using. And out of the other applicants who applied, everybody was getting, because it's something you are getting across. Anybody who is joining, anybody who could join, who was eligible to join from one voting, they were getting, so long as you have the voters card for Nakuru Town West. And when we were doing the vetting, the committee, we realized that several people came and picked the forms. They were saying they don't have the voters cards, but later when they attached whatever voters card we found there from other constituencies, we were turning them away, and they are here. You will see them, because I've told the
Mheshimiwa, you are talking about a tangible voters card, and these events, you remember that in 2017 some voters never had a tangible voters card, and they used the BVR machines to just authenticate that they are duly registered voters. In this case, you are saying that you will turn them to the IBC to authenticate. Don't you think it's a long process and just dragging, because this is the first time and they are rushing to pay school fees so that their children can be readmitted in those various schools?
If it would have been wrong, then but all of the applicants got. So what is their complaint? They are not complaining. You know, they could only complain if some missed. But all of them, they got the voters, whatever place they voted, and they got the bursary. I don't think there's any parent who didn't get it because of going to look for those documents. And in any case, it's a must that you must give the money to the people who belong to that constituency, Nakuru Town West. So the only way we could do it was to get the information from IPC. Then we had made arrangements with the IPC. It was a question of you going there, you give your ID, they just click there and they satisfy, say, Nakuru Town West, polling station in Kaptembwa, polling station, just sort of, it would not take even 5 minutes to get the information because we had said the people at the IPC. There was nothing.
Okay, thanks so much, Meshima. Maybe if you could just engage some of the beneficiaries of this program here, because just shortly, maybe if you're a parent here, maybe have you benefited from the CDF? How has the process been? Pengine kama ulikuwa na ile kadi ya kupigia kura, ilikuwa rahisi kuipata ile pengine ule mkopo au zile fedha za kuweza kufanikisha masomo ya mwanao, ama mchakato huo, ile process ilikuwa ndefu ama ilikuwa vipi?
Kwa kweli hiyo process ilikuwa ndefu, na hata kama ilikuwa ndefu, tukienda huko kwa IBC walikuwa wanatusaidia. Bora uende tu na kitambulisho chako, ukienda nao wanakupatia, kuna kikaratasi tulikuwa tunapatiwa. Ukishapatiwa hiyo kikaratasi unakuja una attach na bursary, na ukipeleka huko inakuwa ni rahisi. Kwa hivyo hata kama ilikuwa ndefu, ilikuwa ni nzuri kwa sababu kuna wale wangefaidika na hiyo bursary ambayo sisi wenye tumesimama na Nakuru West hatungefaidika. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru kwa hiyo process. Na hata tunashukuru kwa vile mheshimiwa amejitolea kulipia watoto wetu shule tamu mzima. Na
pengine fedha za chini ambazo mnapata ama za juu, pengine kila mzazi anaweza kuwa anapata fedha kama ngapi kwa kila mwanafunzi?
Unajua inalingana na ile shule mtoto ameitwa. Kama sasa wangu ameitwa Menengai High, ninalipiwa 26,777. Kwa hivyo inalingana na ile shule mtoto ameitwa. Na tunashukuru Mungu.
Sawa sawa. Okay, Brenda, those are just some of the views from the Member of Parliament and some of the beneficiaries here of the CDF kitty. But remember that the setup of the constituencies really vary from the rural constituencies and the town constituencies. And so here in the town constituencies, the boundaries are not really well spelled out for the constituencies. And so there might be mix-ups, but you can see the area Member of Parliament have come out with strategies to ensure that no stranger crisscrosses and encroaches on the kitty that is supposed to be benefiting the specific constituents who are supposed to be benefiting from the kitty. And so remember that it's the first week of term 1 of 2020, and so all parents are just beating the deadline to ensure that their children who are in primary and secondary schools just go back to school comfortably for this first term of 2020. Brenda.
Thank you so much, Alan Ochende. But still on matters bursary here in Nairobi, away from Nakuru County, at the KICD, where the government actually is issuing bursaries to support students. It's a live event that's happening. Let's discuss